One whole month exploring the island of Ireland, driving nearly 3,000 kilometres, 1,800 miles. Starting from the northeast, completing a full circuit and finishing right back where we began. This is going to be an epic series.
We stayed in 7 different accommodations, some quirky, some practical. And at the end of each video, we'll break down all that we spent. Then we'll finish the series with a complete cost breakdown so you can plan your own slow travel around Ireland.
Spoiler alert, Ireland is everything people say it is. And what makes it truly special? The people. The thing we've learnt about Ireland is every house has its own postcode. It's not a postcode for an area, it's a postcode for the house. Which is great because houses can be so difficult to find, dotted around in different places. So we've been given the postcode for this place and it should hopefully take us to the front door. Though, when you're talking to a camera, it's very easy, I find, to miss a turn.
Did you miss
She
a turn?
told me to turn there.
I would have said it was further up here. When we did Google thingies.
She wanted me on that road. I shouldn't be on that road.
Maybe it's a new road. Because these are new houses. Look.
Oh, I could have gone in there and out there again.
Yeah,
okay.
These are new houses.
Okay. So.
There's some very nice houses there.
Yeah. So I think the host. What are their names?
Michael and Sheila.
Michael and Sheila. So I think they said park under the...
Go under the carport.
Carport.
Or did it say that?
I think it did. Go into... Yeah.
Go straight into the carport and ring bell on door.
Well, look at this place. Well, looky here. This really was a gorgeous property set in amazing countryside in County Kilkenny. Specifically in the town of Thomastown. As you can see, the kitchen wonderfully appointed with everything that you could ever hope for, and from every window light was just flooding this amazing space. I think we were lucky with the weather, but you couldn't really beat what we had here. As you can see, every little amenity that you want is there on the worktop, and a nice clean fridge for us to fill with our food, drink and beer. Bedroom, again, a beautiful space with windows both sides really flooding the space with light. A very functional bathroom and shower. And as we go downstairs, this is the ground level I've gone down to here, we had a whole lounge as well, with a huge TV and, pleasant to see, a washing machine, because on a trip like this we really needed that. Sarah, how was that check-in process for you?
Oh, it's the best check-in we've ever had. The most loveliest man came to meet us and straight away had us laughing. Yeah. He still holding my hand and shaking my hand as a greeting. He said he used to have when he was a little boy, he had an aunt called Sarah Ann, and he told me a poem he used to say about her, and he's like, it's not rude, it's not rude.
Yes, he told us his poem.
Hilarious.
That was just as we were on the front
He still
doorstep.
held my hand, as he was saying.
Yeah, we haven't gone in yet. He must be in his, what would you say, mid-70s?
Yeah.
Lovely guy, Michael. And
we didn't meet Sheila because she was on the phone and he had strict instructions not to talk to us for very long.
And we were there chatting to him for ages, stood in the kitchen. We've had such a laugh. It's been absolutely...
Sort of guy
Sarah,
you just want to...
Let's just stop for a second. Look here.
Beautiful.
Look, this is our walk into Thomastown. Hello, mate. Hello, he's coming over. He's coming over to see us. Have you always wanted to be on YouTube? Hello. Can you hold that for me, sir?
Yeah.
Keep it on horsey. Hello. Oh, you're beautiful. Come here then. Come here. Oh, you can't. You can't.
Oh.
There's a little fence down there. I didn't see that. But we're walking down into our local town, Thomastown, to see if we can get maybe a bite to eat.
Yeah.
And maybe a beer as well, and see how that goes. So, yeah, this has been a wonderful experience. This actually, I know what I wanted to tell you. We've made videos in the past about Airbnb, about how it's not living up to what Airbnb should be. But what I would say is our experience right across Ireland has been this, I think, is what Airbnb was always meant to be.
Part of the home. And they make it part of their home as well, and the hosts want to meet you.
That's it.
And that's nice.
Yeah, I was chatting to the host of the last place for half an hour yesterday. Really nice guy. Chatting to Michael today for ages, a lot longer than Sheila would want him to be chatting to us, and we absolutely loved it. This is it. So if you're thinking you want to travel, you want to use Airbnb, and you want to use Airbnb how it's always been designed to be used, I guess, this is the place to come. Ireland. Then I get shat on by a bird. Sarah's cleaned it off and it just looks like I've got a lactating nipple. Is that what you would call it?
Yeah. Well, weeping nipple.
Perfect. And to be honest, I'm not comfortable with my shape at the moment anyway. I've put a lot of weight on, and you are going to see that change. I can't let this continue. It would be nice to find a beer though, because our entire time in Ireland I've been driving, so I've been seeing Sarah have a beer.
Look at here, Neil.
Oh,
I love it, that ivy.
what is that? Is that a house or a... It's got a...
Maybe a house.
Yeah, it's beautiful. See if there's a pub up here. A little triangle around the town. We go up to where that orange Hyundai car is. Thomastown Inn looks closed.
Closed. There's a lot of pubs are. They don't open till 4:30.
There's a place up here. What's that?
A little cafe.
Chocolatier.
Oh.
You know what they're called, chocolatiers? Because you can... Basically, what they're saying is, you can get your chocolatier. Right, come on, Sarah. Get your chocolatier. That's why I say chocolate. Yeah?
Yeah.
Get your chocolatier.
Get your chocolatier.
That's why they call it a chocolate. Get your chocolatier. That's what they're doing. It looks like a pub. Is it a pub and is it open? Oh, the door's open. Oh, is this a pub as well? Now we're spoiled for choice if it is.
O'Hara. Yeah. Do this one. This is Jimmy's or O'Hara.
Jimmy's,
This
Thomastown.
looks really nice in here.
Let's go in here. Wow. We stumbled on O'Hara's and so pleased that we did. We sat and drank and just chatted about the trip that we had so far and everything that we got planned. Gotta say, in all the time we were in Thomastown, we frequented O'Hara's quite a bit. Got to know the landlady, lovely lady, and also many of the people that frequent there. We absolutely love that pub and we will be back there at some point in the future. And after this, we got a bite to eat in a local restaurant and retreated to bed. Because tomorrow we were taking the train to somewhere very, very special indeed. Today we are out again.
So watching someone else.
It's alright, you watch whoever you want, Sarah. We are off to Kilkenny.
On the train.
Beautiful thing about staying in Thomastown, tiny little place. It's got a tiny little station and a big train. This train goes all the way to Dublin.
It does. And I'm worried we're in first class because this is very
Very
nice.
posh. Very posh. It's cost us €10.20 each.
For a day return. That's
Return,
good.
not too bad. Looking forward to seeing Kilkenny. I'm hoping that we're going to get a chance to go and do a beer tour That'll be good. So today could get a bit messy. But before that, how long's the trip? 10 minutes?
20 minutes.
20 minutes to Kilkenny. Right, see you at the other end. This is Kilkenny. Sarah, have you done any research?
No, of course
Right.
I haven't. We'll just follow everyone else.
You don't have to do research when you've got such a gorgeous day.
No.
This is beautiful, isn't it? This is
Absolutely.
absolutely beautiful.
To have t-shirt weather and not even think about having to bring anything else
Yeah.
this time of year is just incredible.
Who would buy a house in Spain when you could buy a house in Ireland? This is beautiful. Oh, this looks like we're getting into town. Right. Once we find something of value, we will be back. This is what we call reconnaissance. This is a reconnaissance mission. We are still in the morning, but we just happened upon this place. This reminds me of that place in Cork, Sarah.
Very much so.
Yeah,
I think it is identical.
I think you're right. This looks good.
And it's
Sullivan's
got the
Tap
artisan
Room.
pizza.
Yeah. Brewing
Right.
company. Pizza. Look at this. Yeah. I think there's a chance we might be here later. Very nice. And that's just hidden round the back here. We were walking down the main street up there. Couldn't help it, Sarah, could we?
Now fit.
Said about going for that meal last night, going to the pub. I worked out I had 5 pints, 2 pints of Smethwick's. We'll come on to Smethwick's again a bit later on. And because we went to tapas, 2 Estrellas in the tapas. I'm not cut out for it anymore.
No.
I just feel very jaded. I needed to get up early this morning to make a YouTube video for To Go Rome. I did that. Incidentally, that was the one when you look back on it, which was how I retired at the age of 51. I made it yesterday. I think I said that in this vlog. I said that. Just wasn't happy with it. So I laid awake in bed thinking, that's not very good. So I had to get up first thing and do that. But I got up with a hangover, so I made that video with a hangover. We come here. Kilkenny's known for its pubs. Not sure we're going to be able to do the pubs.
I know.
So this is purely medicinal. We're both feeling a bit under the weather. So I've gone for a full Irish, which is bacon, toast, white and brown, scrambled egg, beans, sausage, hash brown, black pudding, white pudding. And you got exactly the same, just less of it.
The mini.
And we also got a cup of tea each, didn't we?
Tea each.
Nice cup of tea. So
It's something about hot buttered toast. White toast when you're feeling a bit.
yeah, under the weather. How are you lot though? Are you the same? Are you older you get, you don't have the same capacity for booze because we don't really drink much.
You should have squeezed it.
That's fine. It was nice. Just haven't got the same. I want to drink a lot. I'd love to, but I think my limit is 2.
Yeah, you seem to struggle after that.
Yeah, I know. You can keep going, can't you?
And I do.
She's got
That
capacity,
is the
all right.
problem, I do.
Not condoning it. Anyone watching this video who thinks we're condoning drinking, we're not. Just wish I had more capacity. Well, I'm going to tuck into this breakfast. Not going to record ourselves eating a breakfast because a breakfast is a breakfast is a breakfast. So this is Kilkenny Castle
Awesome Gardens.
Gardens. That castle is absolutely beautiful.
It's nice to see one that's actually not a ruin.
I guess so.
So you can go in it. I don't know what the admission fees are. Don't know.
Yeah, we'll not worry about that. I think it's nice to be outside. Who wants to be
Yeah,
inside
definitely.
on a day like today? Beautiful gardens though. If I have a look around the back of this place
Yeah.
and see over here, because I think just over here will be the river as well.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
This is nice.
Again, this is that thing, Sarah,
Peaceful.
about us being blessed with amazing weather. On a day like today, even a bloke with a leaf blower can't ruin our
Seem to come
day.
across those roads.
that breakfast I think was good. I think I needed that.
Yeah, do you feel better for that?
Yeah. Well, do I feel better? Do I feel better? I feel stuffed. So in a way, I feel worse.
Well, we'll be walking that off.
And please, no one say to me in the comments, "Oh, that's not good for your health."
No,
we
know
are
that.
on holiday at the moment. We are on holiday around Ireland, and we've got probably 2 days left in Ireland
Yeah.
to really.
I'm going to have to get back into cooking.
Yeah, we're going to get back to cooking and healthy eating and all that kind of stuff. We do only ever eat 2 meals a day, often 1 meal a day, but that was good. I feel like I could have a beer now, so it served its
That's
purpose.
good then, yeah.
I do feel
Well, they do say a good greasy, although that wasn't greasy at all,
No,
it's very
it's
well cooked.
good value.
A fry up is
Yeah, nice.
is the right thing to have.
Yeah. We just saw a nice thing. Do you like when someone gets retribution? So we're in this beautiful town. You know, everyone's out on a lovely day, families around and things. Anyway, on a big stretch of like a big square, which was all pedestrianised,
Yeah.
this lad got on his motorbike, and as he turned the key, he revved it up, loudest bloody
Yeah.
thing
Made
ever.
everyone jump out of their
Everyone jumped
skin.
out of the skin, and then he rode it across a pedestrianised area full of kids,
Really fast.
fast, still revving it because he's the big man. And then at the other end, he had to stop at the set of traffic lights. Now, a woman, Irish, spirited, I would call her, spirited. Turns out, her little kid was eating an ice cream, and it was I don't know, probably a blueberry ice cream.
It was like a bubble gum.
Yeah, so
ice cream.
it was bright blue.
Yeah.
So she got all of this ice cream, and she ran over
in a
to this
big
bloke
tub.
on the bike who was sat at the traffic lights,
Yeah.
threw it at him. It missed him, so she picked it up, went straight up to him, and rubbed it all over him. He's covered in all this blue stuff, and he thought about it a little while,
Yeah.
and then he turned his bike off. He turned round and started having a go at her. I started recording it actually in case something
Yeah.
more
I hate
serious
those situations.
transpired.
Yeah.
But she gave as good as she could get, and when he got back on his bike,
He was right up into her face though.
was, but
I
he was-
thought they were a couple. I don't know.
but he was a big man when he got back on his bike, and he's revving it for everything. And what she did is she
Yeah.
just did the international symbol that inferred that he is rather small in one particular part of his anatomy, and she won that hands down.
She did.
That was, I felt very good seeing that. You often don't see someone getting retribution, and he did. He's covered in a lot of blue,
He
horrible
had to take
blue
his
ice
shirt
cream.
off. He drove off bare chested, didn't he? with his-
Yeah. Oh, he's
yeah,
very full of
right
himself.
here. And then nearly ran someone else over because he
Yeah,
goes
those
so
people
fast.
who rev cars and rev their motorbikes. I'm enjoying this walk.
It's beautiful.
Just around a little park. Behind us, we've got a nice castle. Very civilised. So we're going to finish this vlog probably with a beer in hand later on.
Yes.
Let me tell you what you're going to see in the next one, because I'm quite excited about it. In the UK, we have a TV programme called Who Do You Think You Are?
Right.
And, well, who I think I am, well, who I know actually, is that my grandmother, well, I call her my nan, we always called her my nan, she was from Ireland.
Stink, sorry, I don't know what that smell is.
Oh,
Sorry
well,
to
me.
interrupt.
Okay,
No, it's just
fair enough.
glad
Yeah,
you
so-
haven't got smelly vision.
Yeah, so my grandmother, my nan was from Ireland, from Dundalk. So it's kind of out of our way. We're way down
Yeah,
south at the
yeah.
moment, and Dundalk is north of Dublin, and we're going to be flying back from Dublin in a couple of days. But we're going to go up to Dundalk and have a look around where she was born. It's not even a hamlet.
No,
I think it's like
it's a
2 or
very
3
small
houses. And I know where her father was from as well.
Yes.
So that would be my great grandfather. So I've seen that there's a cemetery.
Yeah.
So we're going to look for him in the
Yeah,
cemetery. And just going back to my roots. Now, one of the things there, and one of the reasons why we wanted to come to Ireland, is that if my grandmother is Irish, then by descent I have the right to an Irish passport and to be an Irish citizen. And I've always had a real affinity for the Irish because of my grandmother. I'll tell you more about her in the next vlog, because she was quite the character, wasn't she?
Yes.
You never met her, but you've heard all the stories. And so because of that, I've always felt close to the Irish, and coming here and kind of being amongst them, I feel at home. I really do. Yeah. So it would be nice to get an Irish passport, because that gives me access to the EU, and Sarah by association means she can travel with me easy in the EU also. But I wanted to come to Ireland and spend some significant time here, as we have on this trip, and really get under the belly of the country to really feel it. I don't just want to be, I think they call them plastic paddies. I don't want to be I don't want to be one of those. I want to be someone who respects and learns about the history of Ireland. If I'm able to get the passport, we're working our way through the process now. It's not far from it. You know, one of the issues is my grandmother, through her own choice, decided to just change her name during her life. Not by deed poll, just, you know, got married to one name and was born with another name. So whether that's going to make the whole process of getting that Irish passport tricky, I don't know. It may well do. But if I get it, Sarah and I have far more access to Europe, and as such, much more interesting content that we can do, because we can spend time and really get deep into some of the countries around Europe. Hopefully, no one's going to rob our camera. This is a fear of being a YouTuber, isn't it? You put the camera down because you're after a shot, but you know, I'll show you why, how precarious this is. I'll turn the camera around just there. There's the drink. That could have been us, Sarah, in the drink.
Could have been.
So, Smithwick's Irish Ale. I think this is the oldest brewery in Ireland.
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
We'll find out. But they got an experience. But even if all I do is experience a beer in it, I'll be happy. So let's have a look. What have we got? I do enjoy a nice drop of Smithwick's, actually. This is where the experience begins. I think this is going to be about 20 euros each. I am very circumspect on what I spend money on, but I do believe this would be money well spent. I love going around a brewery. Oh, this is nice.
This is
already.
great.
See, I bet now we're going to have to buy a drink and wait as well. Let's see. Yeah. So we go in there for the tours. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Have you got cider on draft?
Yeah, the apple cider. Yeah, thank you.
I'll go for a pint of red ale, please. Thank you. Smithwick's red ale. I'm doing this, and I've gone for the flight option, haven't I?
You have.
Just probably I'll regret that.
That looks nice.
Yeah, I'll tell you what this reminds me of. It's bloody lovely, that is. One of my best mates, I went on his stag do years ago, and this is what I drank the whole time I was on there, Smithwick's, and it's bloody good. Sarah's gone for a
Well, it's funny
cider.
because when I was on a hen weekend here, that's all I drank was Kilkenny. I tried the Guinness.
Kilkenny.
And I think I had about 8 pints of it on one day.
We're going to have to knock these back quickly. Which I'm for it now. So I'm doing a flight. So when I do this at the end, I'll get some of this, and this. And Sarah will just have the one, because... And so how much did that cost us? I'll tell you. That cost us then, for Sarah, it was 20 euros, and mine was 25 for the flight, which I think is a good deal. But Sarah's not a big ale fan. Have you tried that?
Yeah. No, it's nice.
Or just now? Just try it. Because you're at ground zero.
Tastes better. It's really cold.
It's gorgeous.
Nice, actually. Yeah, that is nice.
This was a lovely tour. The guy that did the tour for us was very knowledgeable, but also very, very interested in what he was doing. You could tell it was a labour of love for him. A wonderful place to visit. We did tastings, we did smellings, we did all kinds of wonderful things. And as we said in the video at the end, I got myself a flight of beer. So 4 of their top beers that I could taste, while Sarah just had the 1. This was a wonderful experience and recommend it to anyone. So Sarah, how was that tour
That was
for
really
you?
good. He is a very good tour
I just
guide.
overheard one of the guys on the tour, American guy, said he preferred this to doing the Guinness tour.
Oh,
and I would
yeah.
say, because he said the Guinness tour just felt like marketing. This felt like somebody who's got skin in the game.
Yes, yeah. I enjoyed that. I like the bit of interaction, bit of,
Yeah,
you know.
it's nice. It was just,
Yeah.
it was not challenging. What have you got?
I've gone for the pale ale.
Right, you like that, so I'll go with that
like
with
that.
you.
Yeah,
Cheers.
I do like that. You
So-
all like that.
Yeah, I do like that.
I worked on the basis.
I love the red ale.
Yeah, well, I worked on the basis. I've tried the red ale,
Yeah.
and I hadn't tried that. And I know I wouldn't like the stout. Well, I might do because I say I've drunk numerous
Yeah, we'll see. I've not tried the
numerous
stout
pints of that
before.
on a pen weekend years
Have you?
ago. So maybe I will like it.
If you see Smethwick's red, Irish red ale, similar to that, wherever you are in the world, in a supermarket or something, buy it. One of the things I've learned, I was totally unaware of, is it's 3.8%. So I felt it was a heavy
Yeah.
beer, but it's 3.8, so that means you can drink more of it. I said, we need to get back from the train, and she said, well, I'm wondering whether you saw that other place, that you saw earlier on in the video, and maybe she's like the devil, so this may well be going on. Sarah,
The next train
how many
is
drinks have you had?
so my first.
Oh, come on, Sarah. We got to end the vlog here. This is one of my observations about Ireland.
Right.
So, Smethwick's, that is a brand. It's Smethwick's.
Not Smethwick's.
Smethwick's is
Smethwick's.
owned by Diageo, massive company. But the kind of service we had in there is personal. When we left
totally.
just then, they didn't want to see us go. It was it's just lovely.
Oh,
And-
it's going to be a great atmosphere.
yeah. So what we're doing, all because of Sarah, is we're leaving Smethwick's. Here it is. We're leaving it behind us, and we're going to that other brewery pizza place we saw earlier, because Sarah is a bad influence. That's basically it.
Well, I
You
can't
lot-
deny that. I can't.
You
deny
lot don't
it.
see this. You think it's me.
Anyone
It's
who
not.
knows us will probably know that.
Go grab a table, and then we'll go grab a drink. Cheers. Smethwick's is a distant memory. We are now in Sullivan's. Great service here as well.
Did you get me the passion fruit?
No,
Oh,
I got you, Sarah, the Dewdrop Tropical. How is it?
lovely.
I got me the red ale. Give that a go. That's lovely. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's nice.
That's lovely. You came just after you sat down.
Well, that looks good.
It's amazing.
I'm happy with that.
Bring in.
Good. Just what do you think when you've had a few beers? Garlic bread. Hey. Oh, Sarah's made a bit of a dog's dinner of this. What's going on? But I'll rip that off there.
You ate half my cheesy bit. Don't do
Good.
that.
No,
No.
nice pizza.
Oh, it's lovely golden sun.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Sarah confused the day. We should have been on a train much earlier than this, and we're not even certain we're on the right train.
Oh yeah, good.
Are you sure? So we actually ended this video about 4 hours ago. So I'm going to put that ending in now. It's been a confusing day, but since that ending that you're going to see, we've had a fair few to drink since then. We've been enjoying the crack in Ireland, that's for sure.
But it was just starting to get going, to be honest.
Yeah,
We've left
no,
at the worst time.
No,
we should
we've
have
left
carried
at the
on.
right time. We're going to go back to the end, back to the future, back to the end that was earlier. I will say now, this has been my favourite part of the Irish tour.
Me too.
Loved it. Not just doing
So we've
this.
seen some amazing things, and I'm
Just
so
in
pleased what
Thomastown
we've done.
and that place just up where we had the that breakfast brunch the other day, yesterday.
In Estigo.
Rolls into one.
In Estigo.
In Estigo, yeah. Just, this has been a really
It's
lovely part
nice
of
couple of
Ireland.
days. I sort of wish we were here for the week,
Yeah.
though we spent week in other places.
Yeah.
Whereas I wish we'd done the week here. But
Yeah,
that's all. It just means we have to come back.
that's it. And if you've got Irish heritage, you might be interested in that next video where we see where my old nan was born and brought
Your
up.
old nan.
She's no longer with us.
No, bless her.
Very sad. An amazing woman. I'll tell you some stories about her in the next video. Our dream that we're loving is world travel.
What's yours?
We've not put the costs at the end of this video specifically because in the next video that's going to be the last one in this whole island series. And I don't want to ruin the fun for you. Are we going to come in under budget? You're going to find out in the next video. Really hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll see you next time.